What's going on, everybody? Welcome to my channel. We're about to jump into the daily energy read. This goes out to Sun, Moon, Rising, all 12 signs, singles and couples. I want you all to go check out Tawny Michelle Tarot. You'll like her. She's cool. And it's her birthday, so go show her some love. Alright? So let's jump into this. What do we have? If you'd like to book a personal reading, check the description box below and all that jazz shall be there. Now I'm going to shut up and give you your reading before you tell me to shut up. King of Swords energy. So many of you are focused on, or are very focused right now. You're sitting on your throne. Now, mind you, this energy that you're operating in isn't a callous energy. It isn't a cold energy, even though many people might deem it as a cold and callous sort of energy or a calculated energy. It's just mental. You're just operating in the power of the mind right now. You're separating the two, emotions and logic. And you still do, you still do have that emotional side, as you can see. The reason I say as you can see, because he is holding a bird. Looks like a hawk or a falcon. Don't quote me. But it takes a certain kindness to have animals come to you. It takes a certain kindness. So if you think that by operating in the mindset of just your brain power right now is wrong, no, it's not. You got to look at how it's affecting yourself and people around you. If it's flourishing and causing you to blossom, then go for it. But some of the greatest minds of all time could easily not shut their emotions down, but say, you know what? I'm focusing on the mental power right now. And you're working very hard at it. What I'm hearing is that, there's more to spirituality and more to spiritual progression than just feeling the vibe. Sometimes you need your mind to work through certain situations. But also understand that if you are starting to get fast movement from the universe, you're on the right track. There's very fast movement, and I think it's faster now for those who resonate with this because you're focusing on the willpower of it and not so much just the desire. I mean, desire is great. As a very wise occultist says, desire will belief, or will desire belief, or will belief desire. You can desire something until you're blue in the face, but if you don't take your willpower and go forth and make it happen with pure 100 unadulterated believingness, and I said believingness, yes, but believingness in your soul, well, where the hell you going? Where the hell you going? For those into crystals, if you want to tap into something that'll benefit you, look into a piece of hematite. Tumbled, smooth, whatever you connect with. Because I am hearing that quite a few of you are gearing towards shining on this plane. And those who resonate with this know that you cannot shine by just desire alone. To gain your harvest, it's all of you. It takes balance. It takes understanding of the left and right hemispheres of the brain. That plays a major pivotal role in life. There's a time to think and a time to feel. And I think for those who resonate with this, it's a time to think. For those into the occult sciences, look into different metals and hand gestures. Not mudras, hand gestures. If that's your thing. During meditation also, try that. If you're struggling with meditation and you start to come out of it, just that. You're good to go. I know that wasn't fully the way it should have been, but you get where I'm going with it. Find something that can help bring you to focus. A focus object would be great for you. This also popped up in another person's reading. You have support. You do. You have a very deep emotional support system. But understand that there are ways to connect with that emotional support system from reason and understanding. And what I'm picking up also is that these people aren't going to be like, touch base on your feelings only. Forget logic. No. They're there to help keep you balanced. Because they themselves understand this is a happy balance. Masculine, feminine, shadow, light. You've had your tower moments directly on desire, and you've understood that sometimes you got to think your way through a situation. So you're not on the wrong road. Thank you, universe. There is healing, the star card. There is healing through understanding. What I'm picking up with that is when you understand things that are going on within, when you sit back and you objectively say, okay, let me see what the hell is going on inside my brain, you can then approach that from a logical mindset, from logic and reason. But when the time is right, you can heal that, but allow your emotions to work. Some self-compassion would be good for those who resonate with that. And for those that feel that logic and reason is all that you need, it's not. But as you flow more into logic and reason, your emotions and logic, they kind of marry, and they just do the damn thing. Internal alchemical wedding, if that makes any sense. For those into numerology, look into the number 10. A couple of you all may be defensive right now. Perhaps you're working on something, or perhaps you have someone coming back from Mercury retrograde that is coming back, and they're really not friendly. They're an ex, and you're defensive over yourself, and that's completely understandable. My advice on that, if that does resonate with you, just nip it in the butt, cut them off, don't even let them in. No matter what. There is a healing in that for you. Remember that wishes do come true. But sometimes you really got to make those wishes work. If you don't, then they don't come true. Sometimes you have to get the ball rolling in order for those dreams and wishes to happen. Pay attention to each victory that you may have. It is okay to pat yourself on the back occasionally and say there is progress in life, and I'm going to pat myself on the back because I busted my butt to earn that, and I've earned it. So yeah, I'm a pat myself on the back. I'm just, and I also heard that a few of you are so emotionally drained that you're actually operating from logic and reason right now. And that's perfectly fine. That's where you're at right now. That's where you're at. Don't force something on yourself that doesn't need to be forced, because your Ace of Cups will come again. We at times can be our own worst enemy, and we at times can tap too deeply into just one side, which does cause clamor and kabooms, and not good manifestations, etc., etc., etc. But your Ace of Cups will come. And just because, like we said, the Queen of Swords is back, she's back. Just because you got your sword up doesn't mean that you don't have a good heart. It doesn't mean that you don't have a depth of emotions. What it means is that you just have your sword up right now. And I said a couple minutes ago, if that's where you're at, that's where you're at. There's nothing wrong with that. You know what's best for you, and you know when you're doing it for progression compared to when you're doing it to avoid. Now, I'm not saying do it to avoid. Don't do that, no. But sometimes you got to think your way through things. The universe does have your back, though. Let's wrap it up. choices will come your way. In fact, I think it's Aquas that got this. Yeah. When those choices come, you'll be very focused. You'll be able to analyze the situation and say, is that choice the best for me? Is that choice the best for me? Is that choice the best for me? And due to you taking this time, not so much shutting down the emotions, but stepping away from them to focus on the other side, the logic and reason of things, that'll help you be able to objectively view those choices. And when you can view things from like that detached perspective, that allows you to really sift through it and see what's good, okay? I think that's all I got for you with this one. Hopefully that resonates in some way, shape, manner, or form. If so, please like, share, and subscribe and join the Crafting Conjure Aquarius Moon Tarot family. Wow, I sounded like mad country. Oh, I'm out of here. Peace, y'all.